Hi everyone, and we will continue today with a final step of our table. So we just created up to a data set as a proc report data set. So we will use that particular report data set and producing our output. So for that, first let me just quickly open a mock shell, that is our document, and then we will go for next. Let me just open it. So now you can see the document got open and we have a data sets. All this information is ready except this layout, like this titles and footnotes and all those stuff is not there, but remaining all those stuff is already available. So what I will do is, let me just first of all open my SAS software. Right, so now let me just open the program which is already there on desktop. I will run it until the final step what we have created yesterday. We'll try to run it up to here and execute it. Done. Now the final dataset will be get created in work library with the name of report 1. So the report 1 dataset is ready with all the information what is required for you. So now I will go for reporting this dataset by just mentioning of proc means procedure, a report. You're reporting the dataset equal to your dataset name, that is your report 1. I don't want to create any window, no WD, and I need a headline, HEAD, headline I need it. After the headline I need a space also, that is HEAD SKIP, at skip I use it, and column statement. In the column statement I'm just specifying my column names, key, 100 mg, placebo and overall, and semicolon. In the define statement I'm writing it, I'll write it like a, for key variable I want to define how much length I want it, or else the width. I will write it for a first key variable. You see, we don't want to have any label here so that it's a missing. So I will write it label, don't give anything, just missing value. And width, how many characters I can write it, up to around, roughly I will write it around 35 to 40 characters I will write it. Width equal to 30 characters I will write it. Okay, and I will write display semicolon. And for another variable I need to write it define. You see, define key, instead of key 100 mg variable, what I wanted, we don't want it as a 100 mg. They clearly mention they need it as a HR20, they want it. So HR20 you will get it. And apart from that, in the next line I need n equal to and all the values. So I will write it n equal to and all, instead of xx, if this is your first treatment, you need to call that particular trt1 variable here. So you will get it here, and this is for one column you're writing it. Width we don't want it this much, I can make it up to 10 characters long. For another variable also I need to write in the proc report, the variable name is placebo and the label should be placebo, p capsule, remaining all smalls. So label, it should be trt2 because n equal to the value whatever you are expecting, the number of people who are in that particular drug. We have already created a macro variable called trt1 and trt2, and earlier we'll try to use the same. Define proc placebo, instead of placebo make it overall, and make the label. What is the label? It's a overall. Make this label as a overall, and width equal to 10, also make it as a 3, semicolon, and run. First of all, we will see only this piece of information. So what happened? If I run it, you can see the output is ready like this you have in the data right now. So n you got it, n equal to and all. First of all, why you are getting the n values and all like this? Because the length what you have given is not enough, and automatically this data after this it is getting truncated and it's continuing into the next line. So first of all, you need to write a split character here. Split equal to, I'm writing a split character, anything I can write it the split character. I will go for there is a title symbol you can see, or else I'll go for @ sign. What is the problem? I'll go for @ sign. So where that particular @ sign is required, wherever I have n equal to before it, it's required because I need it in the next line. So this @ signs, it will split your data exactly wherever you required. So I just mentioned it and split character and run it. Now first of all, is there any errors? There is no errors. At the same time, the problem is still it is causing an issue because this particular variables will have some space. If you are not interested to have a space, then you can write it percentage cmpress. That's it. Compress function, we use it to reduce the spaces for one variable. We will see how it looks like. See, now you can see HR5520 will have n equal to 3 properly aligned because you have removed the spaces. The same thing you need to apply by using compress function. You have to write it for remaining variables also, here also, and as well as here also. So here I'm writing it and here I'm writing it. So now you're seeing and execute it. See, HR5520 placebo overall, everything is perfect for the first column. So the next one is you have some space, that's okay. The next one is the 10 characters limit is not enough. Maybe that's the reason why the values are getting truncated here. If I increase the length up to I'll make it up to, for this one I will make it up to 20 characters long. Can I able to see the data? Yes, I can able to see the data, but I need to apply the same thing for remaining variables also. It should be 20 characters long. 20 characters long. If I run it, then I can see all the data, but this value still it is getting missing value because this length is not enough. So the format, I will increase it up to 30 characters long for roughly to see. Seems this is working, and apart from that, the alignment is not in a correct alignment. So I'm expecting this variable to be aligned in a center of the page. Then I can write center, CENTER. I will write center, here also center, and here also center. I will write it so that I'll get the alignment in the center of the page right now. And apart from that, so you can carefully observe age wise and gender wise, you don't have a spaces right now. If you carefully observe, And apart from that, the length also not enough. It is a native Hawaiian and all, it is getting truncated. That means the length of this one is not enough. 30 characters is not enough, and make it up to 50 characters long. If you make it 50, then only one column you can see. That means it is continuation in the next line. If you are not interested to continuation in the next line, then you reduce the size to 40 instead of 50. Then you can see still it is not enough. Then make it up to 38 characters or something like that, so that it will be bit easy. No, this length is not enough. 38 also. Make it up to 36. Still it is not working. Make it 34. Yes. So 34 is working, but still it is getting truncated. So what I will do is I can go for an option called flow. So flow option, what it will do, it will continue this line into the next values. You run it now. So what happened? American, black or African American and Native Hawaiian, and as well as other Pacific Islanders. You got it in the next line. That means it will be continued into the next line by default. Okay, so that's fine. It's making sense. And other and white people, everything you got it. But the problem is you got the structure as it is, but the problem, I need a space after age wise, I need a space after gender wise, and I need a space, because if you see, and there is some gap between all the values. How you are going to get the gap? To get the gap, you need to have a unique value in your data set. You go there and check your data set called report, and report one data set. If you carefully observe, and there is no unique values for each column wise. That means all ages are done, then I need some value. All genders are done, then I need a separate one variable or something like that. I don't have it. For a while, what I will do is I'll go for my input data set here itself, in the set concept. While making it, I'll make it as a in equal to 1, or else in equal to a, sorry, in equal to a, in equal to b, in equal to c, in equal to d. Am I written correct? A, B, C and D. Perfectly fine. So now I will write rdex is the variable name. I'm writing it. Rdex equal to sum of A star with 1 comma B star with 2 comma C star with 3 comma D star with 4 semicolon. So now you can see the new variable will be get created as a rdex. You can see in your dataset called report dataset. Why it is not giving it? Because you kept it only these variables only. I need it rdex also to be. Then I need to make these changes. rdex also need to be keeping it, so that you can see the data set. Report 1 will have, okay, what is the problem? ORDX, this will not be. Just hold on a second. I will remove this step for a while. You run it. So report data set will have rdex variable. You see, rdex variable wise, you will have 1111 2222 33 4444 something like that. You have it, right? So I will keep this one right now, and let me see a report data set. Report data set, you will have RDX variable ready. So now what we need to do is, I need to run a report one data set to rearranging the variables. Now report one data set, we are just rearranging it. Fine. Now we are bringing it RDX also required here, and then I'm mentioning it, and column here also RDX required, I'm writing it. But in my report, if I run it, what happened? RDX variable default will be get displayed, but that is not I'm interested in it. See, RDX variable is getting displayed. Actually, RDX variable is not for displaying purpose. So I can write it, define RDX slash no print. I will write it so that it won't be get printed. So if it is not printed, and what is the use of it? Still there is a use. Not printed, then we will just go for a statement called order, ORDR. We'll go for order statement. In the order statement, we will write it break after. I am telling to the SAS to give a break. Where it is? BREAK, break after RDEX and skip. That's it. Just imagine if I'm not writing an order statement, what SAS will tell us right now. You run it. See, you can only break or group for ordering variables only. That means when I'm trying to give a group or break, so order or else maybe group, I can write it. I'll go for order statement right now. And now you see the gap, you got it. Age wise gap, gender wise gap, and as well as ethnicity wise, you got a gap. But ethnicity, you carefully observe, but why ethnicity values are not with the spaces? The alignment is not correct for the ethnicity. So you have to go there and check it, why the ethnicity values are not correct. Ethnicity. Why the space is not applied for ethnic final? You just go there, look into the data set called ethnic final, right? Ethnic final data set wise, you have a spaces here. Ethnic, I think in the key data set we don't have a spaces, you see. So the problem is I have used you are combining the both data sets together. I will do one thing. I will go for data. So I'll go for again same data set. I will take it from here, set ethnic final. I'm just overwriting with that. I'm creating a new variable called key equal to ethnic and run. So now ethnic final, yes, we have some spaces. So definitely we'll get some spaces. You see now, run the total program again. Yes. So Hispanic or Latino, you got some spaces. Non-Hispanic or Latino, you got spaces. But race-wise, you see other Asian Americans and all. So it is not properly populating it. What I can do is I created some format right somewhere for this one. I created some format. Yes. Instead of using this format here, I will just comment out this format and I'll try to create it as it is and run it. Now you will have Asian, black, or Native Americans or something like that only. So then if you want to get in a alignment, I can go for key variable wise, I'm applying a format equal to, what format you want to write it for this one? Format equal to the format you write it, what format you created already. That is called dollar with RC format. That is a race format, you created it earlier. You just call that particular race format dot, and instead of that it's up to 34 characters long. I'll make it because the reduce, I should not reduce the length. If I run it, the problem is it is not the same here. After applying the spaces and all, the values are not as a white or something like that. The people are in a quotations, you just write the white equal to, white should be this much space is required because this much space is there everywhere. So when I try to create it, I will try to create it this much space everywhere so that it will be easy. I'm just writing it space here also. I'm writing space here also. I'm writing, I think this one is not required. You have, because SAS can able to recognize if you do it this one. Why it is not highlighting it? Because this one, okay, the problem is this one, right? So now if I create a format, I'm just creating a format. Now you go there, any errors it has got created. So RC format got created. Now I'm calling this particular format for my proc report. Yes. Other, why it's a problem? Okay, the problem is here. I'm just undoing it. This is also character, this is also character, this is also character, and this is also character, and here this is also character. Make it character, 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 character. Good. Now I'm just running it. I will just run the date, all the program one more time. So Asians, Black, Native Americans, Pacific Islanders. So you got in alphabetical order wise. You can see Americans, Asians, Black, or Native Americans, Pacific Islanders, and all those stuff. You got it in a correct way. So in a what I can say, it's a sorting order wise. If you are not interested to have it in a sorting order wise, as per the mock shell wise, if required, then you can go for just creating a one more ordering variable for sorting. How we done it for your male and female, you have to do the same thing for your race also. Then you will get a proper structure like our output. And apart from that, after that, if you see, there is a line I'm expecting here at the down. So if you want to get a line, then you need to write a statement here before of your proc print run. You write compute after line. I'm writing a line. I'm just writing a line up to, maybe I will write it up to 60 character long with a star mark and quotations. I'm writing underscore with a semicolon. So if I run it, so now you just executed it. You go there. Okay, end compute. END. I need to write it and semicolon. So I got the line up to 60 characters, which is not enough. Then I can make it 120 characters. You can see 120 also bit not enough. I'll make it up to 130. Will this make sense? Yeah, 130 lines characters is enough, and you got the structure. And apart from that, I need a top line. To get the top line, I will write it in a brackets. Top line in the sense, I'm expecting this line to be created, this one. To get that, I'm just writing it here, quotations. I'm just writing hyphen two times. Okay, I got the top line also ready and bottom line also ready and this one also ready. So everything inside the table, as per the table wise, we have done everything. So now you are interested to have a titles and footnotes, and then write title 1. I'm just writing the title 1. What is that? In a quotations, I'm just writing it. First, the big pharmaceutical company and date of today. Okay, I'm writing a big pharmaceutical company and the date will be your wish. If you want to manually write it, I will go with the date 12th May 12/05, or else they need it in DDMMI format, right? I will go for 12th May 2018 and semicolon. The next one is title 2. What I wanted the title 2, you see title 2 wise safety population, not safety population. So they need it, the program name. So I'm just writing it quotations. So this one, the program name is, what is the program name? Demo space. Generally we never maintain a space between your program names. We always write graphics.sas. Graphics.sas is your program name. This is your second title. The third title is page numbers. You will write title 3 quotations. You write the page number. This is only one page output. Then I can simply write page 1 out of 1. This is your title 3 and semicolon. And the next footnotes, 3 footnotes we have it here. I will write it footnote no, instead of footnote, you have a titles. After the title, you have some gap, and again two titles is required here. So I will go for title 5, and I'll mention it in a quotations. I will write my title, what I'm interested on it, demographic characteristics and all as a one title and semicolon. I'll go for title 6. Title 6, I'm writing it here, semicolon. That's it. So I have done with my titles. I'll go for footnotes. So I have a 3 footnotes. Instead of A, we have used some symbol. We need to use that symbol. So the reference number, footnote 1, I'm just writing it. The footnote reference listing is a one footnote, another footnote here, that is your footnote 2. I'm just writing it, semicolon here, then automatically footnote 2 will be get highlighted, and quotations, and here also quotations. So the percentage sign here, so we have used this sign, so we are using it. And footnote 3, it should be like this, and footnote 3 you're writing it here in a quotations. I will just write it like this. Right, so here, so it's a percentage, and footnote 1, footnote 2 and footnote 3 also you're creating it. And let's see, and let's run all those stuff together and run it. See, you got the footnotes here and percentage and all, but I'm expecting these footnotes to be appear in the left side. Then before writing a footnotes, what I will do is options, no center, I will write it. I don't want to have my footnotes to be on center, so I need it in a left side alignment. Then you see the footnotes are left side right now, and at the same time the titles and everything you got it, but unfortunately due to some reason it is getting truncated and it's continuing to the next line. Why it is continuing to the next line, we will see one by one. The length of the column up to 30 characters what you have specified, it's bit seems more. I will reduce to 25. What happened will mix, we'll see, because every time it's causing an issue. The length is not enough and automatically continue into the next line. Seems correct. And now you can see, right, so we just fine-tuned it and the values also correct like this. So big pharmaceutical company, date, and your some this one, everything, and you got it. You can see carefully the title at somewhere and footnote at appearing somewhere. Then I can reduce it by writing options ps equal to, I will write 40, so that I'm reducing a size, the page numbers, sorry, page size. 40 is a bit smaller. I'll go for 45. Yeah, you can see everything, you got it. So as per the requirement, so we produce the table as per the mock shell what they want it. But race wise, you carefully observe. First white, after that black, or after that Asian and all. But if you are interested like that, and first of all you need to sort this data. If race equal to white, then order equal to 1. If black race equal to black or African, then it is a order equal to 2. If race equal to Asian, order equal to 3. Like that, you just create one more variable called order variable, and then sort the data set based on the order variable while creating a race data set itself, so that you will get the correct structure. So this is how you need to produce as a SAS programmer. We just finished with this data. So based on the demographic information wise. Any questions?
No.
You're clear on this?
Yes.
Yeah.
We are clear at this time, but we need practice.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Definitely you need to have a good practice on this one. What I will do, I'll send you this particular code what I have written over here. Okay, I'll send you this particular code. I'll just do one thing. I'll just copy it and I'll share with you. Right? So that's it. That's all about for today. And tomorrow we will just jump into another class. We will see.
Naidu, could you please share the PDF too?
Yes, I will share the PDF and I will share this particular code also with you all.
Okay.
So that's it. That's all about for today, and I'll meet you again tomorrow, same time. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Naidu.